Welcome to a Saturday evening. I think all the cameras are working. Yeah, they do look like they're working. So, according to Mail, a whole bunch of crap from AliExpress is somewhere probably between here and Vancouver at the moment. Sometimes they say it arrived at your destination, but it really isn't quite at your destination yet. I'll find out tomorrow when I check the mailroom at work. But I did get some other stuff in. I got the other Apple in, the regular 2C, not the 2C Plus. I did also get in, I don't have it yet because I haven't found one that I won't like. I have this. This is what's called a Yellowstone card from same guy who makes the EMU thing for the Apple 2C. This is a floppy controller that can drive basically any floppy drive from Apple. It even comes with some cabling here and adapters for dealing with this. You wouldn't believe how hard it is to find DB19s. I happen to have 5 male ones, so I can actually build an adapter cable. I also got in the 2 motherboards, Apple 2C. One's a bit on the corroded side, so I'm not probably going to touch it. But the other one looks good. I'll have to do a fixer up and see if I can power it up. I will do that. If you're wondering why the bench is covered in sensors at the moment, it's because I was looking for a particular sensor. So I was messing around last Sunday with chaining together sensors. So as you can see, I have 10 billion of them. Like so. So they're all various types: light sensors, magnetometers, magnetic sensors, temperature sensors, humidity, all sorts. And this one over here is a clock. These guys here are, what would they call? Oh yeah, thermocouples. You put a thermocouple on here. You might have a multimeter with it where it has that big long weird wired cable with a probe on the end that you use to measure temperature. That's what that is. And then these guys down here, they're all those more sensors, but they're all left with their legs on. I actually de-legged a bunch of these because I found that I wasn't using the legs, I was using the I2C ports. So something like this, I actually had them soldered, but I removed the pins. We have some rotary encoders, and we have these rotary encoders, and this gizmo here gives you an I2C port on your PC. So you plug that into the PC, and then you can actually drive all these things directly from the PC. So you could use the Circuit Python stuff at the OS level. So, but I need to put all these back in here. Oh, is this the bin with... I have to get the right bin here. So this bin had... yeah, these ones in it. Actually, I had another bin. Yeah, this bin. I was going to move these switches and stuff into there. I'll leave the speakers in there, and yeah, the plant probes can be in there. But all these guys here can go into here. So these are the really big ones. I think that's what I'll do. And these are all the really small ones. Throw them all in here. Well, throw is such a harsh word. Place them all in here. And these guys. And these guys. And then all these guys here. Now, I was looking for a particular sensor. I have one of it, but my inventory says I have 2. And that's a CO2 sensor. And I can't find the other one. I'm wondering when I have my little foobar and all the these boards went flying all over the floor. I lost one under a counter or something, or a shelf or something. I can't find it. But it's not a cheap sensor. It's like DigiKey. It's like $26 for the sensor. Here we go, and this, and this. These guys right here are actually kind of unique, and I got a bag I've saved for them. Just a bag to hold them. These are I2C active terminators, 3 of them, and I believe this is an I2C hot swappable buffer thingy for I2C. I had to use one of these, and I'm going to show you right now what I did on Sunday. Once I put all these in, this was also not cheap. Although I hooked it up and got it running, except I can't find a GPS satellite with it. It's just very weak. And this is not cheap either. This is a particle sensor gizmo. Can I actually slide it into the static bag? I don't know if I can. No, not this one. Do I have a bigger static bag? No, I'll have to put it carefully in here. Oh yeah, and this can go in there too. So what I did was this. Let me pull it all out for you. And let's unravel it a little bit. I'm going to zoom back a little bit and the other direction. So what we have here, and I'm going to just organize this a little bit carefully. Okay. So, except for the very last piece on the thing, this one here, this is an active terminator. Okay. I found that after I get past about 7 devices, I was having issues with timeouts. So, this guy here is just your simple LED display. And then you've got a CO2 detector here. And we've got temperature, a different way of doing temperature, another temperature, humidity, light sensor, magnometer, you wave a magnet near it, light sensor, ALS UV sensor, and what we have here, proximity sensor, like this, and flight of distance sensor, and this guy here is the clock with battery backup. And then we've got 9-axis thing, and then we've got another temperature sensor, again different one, and we've got a spectral analyzer that's breaking the light into its bars. It's finding out how much every part of the light is there. So how much red, how much blue, how much green, how much orange. You get the idea. Pressure sensor. This is one where let's see if I can turn the brightness down a little bit. And I'll zoom just slightly. This is one where you can see that it has a little nubbin on the top. The idea is you put a tube on this, and it does it to that. This one here is another pressure sensor. And then the last one on the chain was another different temperature. Now they're all different temperature ones. Each one of these guys has a unique I2C address, so I didn't have any I2C address conflicts. So let me just turn the brightness back up here. Okay, so what I did, and let us go to here, here, yes. Okay, we need to plug this in, and it uses USB-C. So currently I have it on an RP2040, but I actually had it also running on this guy right here. And I hope I have the right Circuit Pi drive. I think it's the second one. Let's go open up this. Yep, there we go. So this is a Feather S2. And I also had it on, do I have that one near here? I had an unexpected maker one on a board here, and I don't know what I did with it. Oh, I think it's over there on the other table. You can see the, oh, my table mini map is wrong. Let me just fix that first for you. We want top cam, unlock, and we'll just shrink the top cam a little bit and lock it again. There you go. So there's the thing. Hey, is my top cam upside down? Yeah, it is. Properties, transform. Order, no, what was it? Okay, just a sec. I'm gonna just turn this one off. Can I not edit transform? Huh. I hate it when I can't rotate the image. You think it would let me rotate it? And no. I think I literally have to stop the camera and redo it, and I'm not feeling it. So you'll have to look at it upside down. I'll look into that another day. So if we go into our code here, and I just have to get my cursor over here. We open the workspace from file, and we go here, here, and here. So I took code samples from a bunch. Okay, we're getting a bunch of yellow lines just because our bundle updated again. So what, 0408, it's in the VS code. For some reason, I think this should be grayed out, but it's not. So what we need to do here is 04. It is 08? Did it change it already? 0408. Yeah, that's fine. And 0408, that's fine. Okay, so that is correct. So try this guy here. And that one's correct. So what are we complaining about? Missing imports. Did I remember to import all this into the lib? Yeah, I did. All the lib has them. So what are you guys complaining about? What we're going to do is just do a quick reset of the VS Code stuff here. Let's see, close workspace, go here, and what I usually do is I just say this in the VS Code directory, delete them, like so. Oh, you can't see, it's the file explorer. I'm just going to there and deleting it. Now I'll go open the folder again and have it rebuild them. You can see the blinky on the corner here is going blink, 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 blink. Then we need to choose a board. Feather. And we need Feather RP2040. That's what this is. Okay. And we open code. Should be fine now. Yeah. So what it does, it basically rebuilds this file, for example, and all this gets rebuilt. All right. And then what we do is we turn around and make a new workspace file for here. File, save workspace as, and it will be a Feather RP2040. And save. About the blinky blinky again. Ta-da. Okay, now we're back in working order here again. So yeah, if you ever run into that, just erase those two things and rebuild them again. Usually it's a path issue or something is not quite kosher. I think the last time I might have done this was over on the other machine. It might be slightly different than this one. So, but so I went to the site, and as I did each sensor and I plugged them in onto the chain, these cables here, let's go back here. These cables here come from AliExpress. Now, the fault on these cables, is this a 3-wire one? This doesn't belong. It has to be 4 wires. I have some 3s and some 2s also, but the problem here is you can see a yellow, a green, a red, and a black here. Here, let me just separate them out a little bit. So, yellow, green, red, black. Okay? They're not plugged into the right pinholes. If you actually get an Adafruit cable, and this is the actual Adafruit cable, you can tell Adafruit, I think, they did a modification here. See? There's a shrink wrap on the end here. I don't know if the shrink wrap is just to keep the cable wires straight. But if you look at these wires here, we have black, red, blue, and yellow. Whereas this one has green and yellow. So what you have to do is you have to look at the end here. And there's 3, you can't see it, but there's 3 tiny holes close to this edge up here, the topper edge. And what you want to do is make sure that you look at both jacks like this in the same direction. I'm looking at with the open pin control holes on the side, not the sealed side like this. And you can see on the Adafruit cable, it's yellow, blue, red, and black is the order of operations. So on this cable, you have to make sure, doing the same thing, in this case, yellow, green, red, and black, right? Green substituting for blue. You can take a little knife and you can go into here and pop the thing up slightly and slide all of them all out, and then you can re-pin them, put them in the correct. So I went through all my AliExpresses and I re-pinned all these so they were correct. First I couldn't figure out why nothing was lighting up and blah blah blah. That's what it turned out to be. So one of these cables from AliExpress, for example, is I think 95 cents US, but a pack of 20 of these things from AliExpress is only a few bucks. So if you're willing to wait, you go and buy 20 or 30 of these things, and it's just spend an hour or so repinning them all. And that's what I did. But be careful. When you push them all back in, they've got to go all the way in. So those little white plastic tabs on the top here go all the way down. If they don't, you might have a loose. And I had one wire in here where the pin was half in. So it was giving a flaky connection. Okay. Now, at the moment, I'm only displaying all the output from all this. And these are all the boards right there. Oh, can't see. Just a sec. All the boards right there. And so what we do here is we, some of the sample code they have will say sensor equals blah, 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 blah. Okay? Others will say, CCS 811 equals blah, 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 blah. I prefer this labeling instead of calling it sensor. Because if I called it sensor, then I would have to say sensor 1, sensor 2, sensor 3, sensor 4, and I couldn't tell the sensors apart. Right? So I also didn't technically have to put this part on the end, the address, but I did it anyway because then I would know which I2C address this guy is using. So I can look down my list and say, oh, okay, I've used a 5A, a 40, a 44, a 38, 23, 5E, 10, 50, because you get this thing. So I can figure out if I'm going to double up. This one was a tricky one, the ICM 2948, because technically, I'm going to just change the comment, it can be either 69 or 68. I think it depends a little bit on the board rev, on what it's doing. Then, after I defined all these I2Cs, and notice I did not have to define more than one I2C handler, one object, because these are all communicating simultaneously down these same set of wires, all at the same time. Okay? Now, there was some other stuff I had to do. For this sample, this sensor had some side variables that had to be set. They had to do this in here. This one had to start the ranging. There's the clock one was tricky. When you look at this, to the clock module, the week starts on Monday, not Sunday. So if you look at a calendar, right, here, yeah, here. If you look at a calendar, right, it starts at Sunday going through Saturday. And I thought at first this is day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. To this, it's Monday is the one, and I was off by one day. So they have this weekday, year day. Apparently, it's in here. This which is daylight savings time, but it's actually not even active in their code. So I had to figure out, first you have to set the clock, and then you had to read the clock. So you change this to true to set the clock. You change it to false, and now you pure read the clock. Now this will generate a fault in your code. I found out if you want to ignore a line because of some sort of linting issue or Pylant's giving you a whine about something, you can do this statement right here. Okay, I'm just going to go back to this one, which is a little bigger. One thing I just noticed, Visual Studio Code is not really stretched out. The sec. Can we stretch this a little farther this way? Yeah, we can. There we go. So that took me a little bit to figure out what that parameter was. But that's the clock module. This guy here is another one of the temperature things. They had a presetting stuff for it, right? This CO2 sensor has a bit of a delay in it. You have to wait for it to get ready all the time. And then I dumped all the output lines into one big super blob here. So this is the CO2. This is one of the temperature humidity sensors. Temperature humidity sensor 2, temperature humidity sensor 3, lux sensor, UV, proximity, light, right? Acceleration. This is that spectral one. See, violet, indigo, blue, cyan, green. It's the rainbow colors at whatever nanometers. Pressure, blah, blah, blah. And then last here is that little segment display running. Now, I do know on this thing, the CSS 811 is finicky. Like sometimes it'll run for quite a while, and then sometimes it'll just barf. I think there is a timing issue. And of course, the way you want to see this, I'm just going to shrink this window a bit, is you go into the REPL. And I'll go into the REPL. Control C, Control D, we'll start it again. See if it breaks. Nope, there we go. And it'll loop again. and a loop again, and it'll keep doing it. I put a loop counter in here. There is one in here that's counting how many times it's done it. Yeah, right here, 2. Then 3. Yeah, and you do proximity sensor. Is it this one? Yeah, this one here. Yeah, distance 25.2 centimeters. 2, yeah, see. They're all working. So now I ran out of sensors with unique I2C addresses. And I was checking on too because I have another board here. So Feathers only have one pluggable I2C socket on them, right? But if you go to some of the other, like the Uninspector Maker technically has 2 I2Cs on it. But I saw that the Citron Pico boards, their version of it with the like the Feather, they actually have 2 I2C ports also on it. I don't know if I have one visible in here. So I haven't tried this guy here. This is got lots and lots of I2C. So it's got all these Grove connectors and stuff. That's one possibility. And do I have one in here? No, I don't. Somewhere I have, more of those boards. I have one at work. I have 5 of them or so. But this board here, for example, is the other version. This is where you stick a Pico on. So I was doing one I2C here and one I2C off this cable. I had the gas sensor thing on here. This is the board with SD card, audio, speaker, wireless, all run through the Pico. So the Maker Pi Pico from Citron. It's a nice, really nice board. If you want a really good breakout board, that's the board to have. Now, I did find on AliExpress, I'm quite surprised at this, the first real Pico clones from AliExpress are showing up. And one of them was a Pico with 16 meg of storage on it. Not 16 meg of RAM, but 16 meg of storage. Right? So normally the Pico only has like a meg or something like that. Or maybe 2 meg, I think. Can't remember. That one actually had 16 on it. So I ordered some of these 16s, 8s, 4s, and 2s from them. So, and some other alternate breakout boards for Picos. So that's going to be really cool. So now that I've done this, I think I'll keep it together for a while. What do I have? Control S. There we go. Okay, I'm going to disconnect from the serial port, and I'll close the workspace like so. Then we go like this, and we say safely remove, and we can unplug this. And I'll put all this back into here. Ta-da. I haven't tried out this guy yet. This is supposed to be a GPS that hooks directly to the PC and is addressable. It's the same thing that was on the other one. Kind of worried that it might not have the range. I did pick up also, I think, is it, which ones are these? I think this is the updated S2s or whatever. Yeah, so this is the one with 2 meg PS RAM. These two. This is the original. I know it's kind of hard to tell them apart. And of course I threw in a couple more feathers because hey, what we can do. There we go. Couple of these. I did get this working. I got the PD supply for it, and it works just fine. It works really, really good. Cables. See, my collection of these JST cables. Whoops, forgot one. Put that in there. And what was this? Oh yes. Maybe this is where I stored it. This is another type of breakout for feathers. I have a feather TFT on here. I separated out these because they all have screens on it. And I wanted to make sure I wasn't damaging any screens. If you're wondering, these are really tiny ESPs on a breakout board. I haven't messed with them yet. Apparently a Trinky will work on them too. But so I did get the can you guess? Water sponge. Ooh. Oops, on the corner here. Little in that corner. There we go. One sponge. Believe me, this place is so dry, the sponge will be hard as a rock in like a day or so. Yeah. I need to put those away. Atmel? No. Trinky RP2040. Do I have a 24? Yes, I do. So these guys can go in here. Wait a minute. What is this RP2040? What are these guys doing in here? They don't belong. Definitely don't belong in there. These should all be strictly RP2040 stuff. Yeah. So here's that board I was thinking of. See 2 stemma ports on here. This is quite the loaded little board. It's LEDs, speaker, 2 NeoPixels. Yeah. It's a really cool little RP2040 board. And that one goes in here. So Atmel and RP2040 can go back on the shelf. What is this one? Ah. This is all ESP. So these all can go in here, and this is all ESP. I'll put it at the top of the Atmel, and it will go back over here. Now, I was also playing with the camera thing. Let me see if I can get one of the good cameras. I have to look at them. This one is really good. So I was thinking of the Wi-Fi manager, and I got it all working, of course. And I don't need these. These can go away. Not sure exactly where to put those yet. Oh, I'll put it in the GPS bin. Yeah. So I was thinking, I have a battery thing. Oh, come on. There we go. So we have these. I bought them. So one battery, 2 batteries, 4 batteries. So I was thinking of this. Now, oh, cut it out. I have here a Velcro strip. Where did I put that little Velcro strip? Here it is. Let us put this stupid little frickin' microphone wire somewhere where it stopped interfering with me. That'll do. So I was thinking of putting this on this. So what we need is a small USB style, not this cable. That would be a USB-C power. That would be the wrong power. That's fine. So what I need, and I'll be back in a sec, I just need a right cable for this. So, in this bin, we have a whole pile of USB stuff. So what we're actually after here is not these big long cables. What is this cable? Actually, that's not a bad one. USB cable mono able. Let's have a look at that one. Maybe even shorter I can find. So I have all these cables in here. Long ones, short ones. Stiffies, not so stiff. I think I'll do this one because it's nice and short, like so. Okay, so the idea here is this goes into this, and there is a on-off button. And this goes into this. Now, I don't know if the code on here is correct. So first, let's deal with that. File, open folder. Since this is the ESP32 CAM project, this is not a Circuit Python. So let us go to work. And I'm pretty sure this is a platform IO project. Yeah, ESP32 CAM. There we go. Open. Now, did I modify this for... Oh, just a sec. File, close. I have a workspace file there. I'm going to open that by workspace. Open workspace from file, projects, ESP32, camera. There, open. There we go. So I think I changed the code in here. Camera web server. Yeah, okay. We go down to the bottom of the code, and let me go. Here we go. This one. Yeah. So I changed the code down here to Wi-Fi manager. So we're gonna push this code to this unit. So I need a cable. And this is the tricky part, getting this to frickin' do its upload. Am I on the right cable here? Yeah, I am. I should be good. Let us just do a D message and make sure I did actually plug something in. Yeah, TTY USB 0. Okay. And let's just check platform I/O. Yeah, TTY USB 0. Okay. So I need to upload this. Let's compile first. Okay. Let us push. There we go. Got it the first time. You have to actually push one button on one side, then the other button at the other side. So this one first, and this one, and then release one and the other one. There we go. We wrote. So in theory, what should be happening, we need our phone for this. And I was actually whoa, there's a lot of Bluetooth around here. Except not the Bluetooth I can't find. We need a browser. I think that's what we need. No, that's not what we want. We need the browse for a thing. Okay, so let's unplug this and plug it in onto this, give it power. We turn it on. Okay, auto connect AP. Okay, so let me flip back to this one and turn the glare down a little bit. So what we're going to do is configure our Wi-Fi. Oh, did I? Yeah, auto connect. Okay. SID is we're not finding my auto connect. Let's go back to oh, I know what might be happening here. There's a piece of code on here. Let me just turn this off. We need this again. There's a line that's remmed out. It says ESP restart. It's for resetting this. Every time you power it, it redoes the credentials. So we're going to change this line right here and push a new copy. Actually, what I should do here too is, let's change it from Auto Connect AP to ESP32 Cam AP. Control S. And we'll push a new copy. Come on. Here we go. Took 3 tries that time. Timing is everything. Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to do it twice. I'll write it again. And then we'll change. I keep forgetting in Platform.io that you have to click into this terminal window and then hit the spacebar to do that. So it kills it. So we've reset it. Let's plug it in on here. I'm just wondering if this is flat. I charged them all. Let's plug this into this. No, not this one. I need the charging one, not that one. Not that one. Not this one. This one. Which goes over into here. At the moment, it's just doing that one. We'll just take it off. Yeah, it looks like I might have been okay, let's try the phone again. Okay, there it is. ESP Cam AP. I don't think it has a password, so why am I connecting to it? Well, let's try PASSWORD. I don't know. Connect. There. Configure Wi-Fi. We want to go to test and 99TST99. Save. Okay. Okay, so now we need to know is what IP address this is on. How did I do that last time? It should be on the network. It should be connected to the test router. Damn it, I did it again. I can't remember what my frickin' oh, come on, stupid phone. I hate it when it dims. So, what did I frickin' put it on again? It's not that one. Are you sure it's not that one? No. 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 There's something on 2. Nothing on 3, 4, 5, 6. Definitely on 6. Should be on 6. Oh, I do hate this when I... Fucking phone, stop. (1001), 1002, 1003, 1004. Reboot this. I really got to make some notes about this. SSH. Okay, where am I? Less var log. Do I have a DHCP log? Nope. Journal control XE. ESPC to Arduino at 212. 212? Okay, let's try that. For you, 212. Nope. Let's try this again. This should reset it again, so... Let's try this again. Not search settings, you stupid thing. Okay, why aren't you on boot? Well, that's great. I can't find the access point now. I'm sure I flashed it, right? So what is going on here? It should show up in here. Let's try another one again. Fine. Let's see what happens if I flash it again. Flat is that way. Okay, we'll flash again. Okay. There we go, flashing again. Oh, phone, stop doing that. Let's do it without the bat. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's do it without the battery pack for a moment. We'll do it off the computer here. Okay. Do we get another? Come on. Okay. Let's try this again. Well, I'll just unplug this and reset it again. Come on, scan. Why can't you find it? Now let's see, ESP32. Dash cam dash AP. Why won't you pick it up anymore? I just had this working. Well, okay. Let's flash it without that again. Okay. No, you don't. Don't dim. All this telus around in my neighborhood. Oh, come on, guys. Turn off the UV. Turn it on. Rescan. Well, this is not good. It's not showing up anymore in the network. The 2 access points are there, but this should be showing up as an access point, and it's not anymore. Well, where's that little container of cameras? That one's not working. Let's pull another one out. I don't know what I did to that one. Oh, you know, I set the dimmer on that thing all the frickin' time, and it never sticks. There are certain quirks in Android that are just pain in the ass. Okay, let's try. First of all, we just make sure we're on. Yeah, USB 0. Yeah, okay. Let's push to this one. There we go. Okay, click in here, down there. So this is done, so cut it out. Let's replug it in again. So one, oh, there it is, ESP cam, no internet access. So we go like that. We sign in. We configure. We go for test. I hope that's the right one. Let's see if we connect. Nope. Obtaining and connected. Nope. No, it said it did. Okay, so this guy here, Q, journal C, 1 plus 5T. $203. Okay, so 1 plus, if you want to I'm looking at this log. So 1 plus, 1 plus, 1 plus, 1 plus, 203. Let's try 203. You know, at the rate I should put this as a static address. What do you mean not? Oh, come on, guys. Ping 192.168.42.203. Yes, it's there. Oh, HTTPS might not be that. Home. There we go. So if we do this, and we say start stream, there is one camera. Now, what we want to know is stop stream, unplug it, and put it on the battery pack. And I'm just going to check the journal control over here. Q. Did we get the same thing? Nope, not 203. How about 212? 211? 210? It's not showing up here anymore. What IP did you get this time? Boot. Oh, how about we turn the power on? Here we go. 203 again. Okay. Okay, off the battery pack. Okay, so right now holding it like this. Do we have a rotation in here? I think we do. That was an H mirror. Let's try a V mirror. And an H mirror. So this is 320 by 240. And we're still charging the battery pack, so I must have drained they must drain in there. I must I think unplug the batteries from the things. That's weird. So if we change this to 800 by 600. Here we go. So with this battery pack, oh, I'm caught on the end of this thing here. There we go. So we have Portacam. Woo. Here we go. Little on the dark side, isn't it? Okay. Let's see. Special effect, auto white balance, auto sensor, AE auto. Gain. No, not that one. What would it be? Auto white balance? No. Special effect? No. Saturation, contrast, brightness. Well, that's definitely brighter. Still dim down there. Whoa. A lot of noise in the picture when you do that. Auto gain control. That's interesting. You saw that? There's like dots in the picture. Rock, GMA, lens correction, color bar, face detection, quality. Wow. What if we put it at 640 by 480 there? Like so. What's raw GMA? Oh, that dims it a bit. Okay. Lens correction. Special effect, negative grayscale terrain, SEPA. No, we don't want to do any of that crap. So, wonder what I did to the other camera then. This one here. Wow. Did I really dim the brightness on this? Yeah, I did. Okay. Yeah, just for the phone. I wonder what I did to this camera that it's not working anymore. Let's turn the phone back on. Come on, finger. Turn it on. There we go. Let's plug this one in and see what we get. So let us go to the code and push a slightly different copy to the other camera. I'm going to turn the ESP restart back on, and we'll say cam2 AP. Control S, and we'll push a new copy. Okay, we're writing. Okay, we've written. Okay, reboot the camera. Phone, stop turning off. Wow, okay, unplug. Did I break the connector or something? I found that these big ones are kind of fragile. Let me get another one out of the bin. And plug this one in. And we'll push a copy again. No phone, don't go off. Okay. Come on, Wi-Fi, show up. This should show up as cam2. I mean, there's a NeoPixel and everything. I should modify the code slightly so that I can tell when it's connecting. No phone. Let's come back into here, Wi-Fi entertainment. Weird, it's just not that camera showing up, but this one doesn't want to show up now either. Okay. We'll get one of these guys out here. Could be the antenna thing too. So this one's even trickier to program. But we'll try. This one always takes me a few tries of getting. There we go. There's 3 buttons on this. There's 2 on the hat and 1 on the camera here. So there's 2 buttons down there, and sometimes they just don't work, and you have to go for the hidden one here in the hat. Okay. Phone. Let's see what happens. Come on. So let's unplug this, and we'll plug it back in again. Will you show up in here? Show mobile hotspots. No. ESP cam to AP. Okay, go. Connect. Okay. Configure. Test. Okay, saving the credentials. And we should uh, 201. No, where's the other one? 205. Okay. 192.168.42.205. There we go. Here's the other one. Let's change this resolution to 640 by 40. Little frame stodgy. What's the next one down? 40 by 320. That one's better. And can we do a little brightness on here? Yep, there we go. Oh, they just changed the color temperature a little bit. It's actually a more correct color than auto is. That one's got a tinge of in it. But so now we have 2 cameras. So if we go to the other one. Uh-oh. We lost connection to this one, I think. Okay, there we go. Can we have... Yeah, we can do this. And then we can go like this. And we can actually do... Can we do this in here? Let's add another one in here. Another screen capture. Is that what desktop is? Properties. Yeah, screen capture. Okay, let's add another one in here. Screen capture. Okay. And we want that one. And there you can see two string. Let's change this res down to 40 by 320. But there you go. Hello, 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 hello. There we go. Two cam ups. This one is correct. This one has to go sideways. I need a rotation in the camera so I can rotate at 90. It's not mirroring, and I need to rotate. And not bad. And this is default code, and by way in the Arduino library. Once you add the ESP32 cams, these guys to it, this code is all available. I just added the Wi-Fi manager code so that I can preset the Wi-Fi without having a secrets file. So I don't need the secrets file anymore. This gets... Ooh, you're blocking the view. Okay. So let's lay this one back down. And this one. Lay this one down. But you get the idea. So I'm going to close this one off, stop the stream, exit this one, and stop the stream on this one. And we will go back and we'll just turn this desktop off. So the trick here is figuring out what IP address they are on. And of course the stupid phone going off all the time. Has to go on the charger anyway. But yeah, I don't know what's happening with these two. I'll have to play with these two other cameras. Could be the Wi-Fi on it is just too weak. But it's the same Wi-Fi chip as that's on the other, the shorter one without the port on it. So I'm not sure what's going on here. And I'm not seeing a power indicating light, which I see on the other one. These little guys here... I'm finding a little more reliable than these taller ones. So I think if you go out and get these things, I would actually get them with the daughter board. So you can buy these with this board. Now the only trick is with these particular ones is when you're programming them, you're going to have to use that switch. Oh, we're really off on the focus a little bit here. There we go. So when you clip them on, like so, you can then put your cable in, you can program them, but these two side buttons, one of them represents boot, one represents flash. So this is reset over here, and this is IO 0 over here. I'm finding that this reset over here doesn't count much. This one does. So there's, I think, the pinning flaw. The other thing too, if you want the better antenna on these things, you're going to have to do a mod right there. There is a little bridging resistor that goes. Do I have another one? Yeah, I do. So, where's my little pokey device? Don't I have a pokey device available? Yes, I do. Come on. So, right here, across here, these two pads is a resistor. You actually have, sorry, here, these two, right there, this angle. You have to actually bridge it this way. So instead of pointing to this corner of the board, it has to point to the antenna. So you have to take one off. Now, it's a 0 ohm resistor. So you don't actually have to put this part back. A piece of wire or a solder bridge will do the job. That's all you need. Once you do that, you're enabling this antenna. And once you do that, you can put these type of antennas on. So I have a bunch of those. And as I said, the tall boards, I had trouble with them. This particular one, the USB failed in here somehow. And no matter what I do, I cannot. Everyone says there's something there, but no programming works. So that's kind of a dead board. I've saved it just for the camera. And it looks like these two guys are misbehaving also. So I'm going to put, and I have these little guys and they're working great. Now it's kind of cool. I can take this to work, this one, and this little guy here, which I've programmed for resetting. I think it should be able to do that. And if this battery pack charges tonight, it takes a while for these guys. Even one battery one takes a while to charge. So the little red lights on here will change. They'll go green. But yeah, I should, when I unplug this and I plug this back in, I'll check it again tomorrow. It should come up and I have to request a Wi-Fi connection. I also, as I said, I should go in the code and modify and make this do things, depending what it's doing. Like I could put in here the Wi-Fi connected. I could actually add in here the NeoPixel indicator that goes lights on, turns on or whatever when the Wi-Fi is actually working. The trick, of course, is you're going to have to find the IP address on these. So this was a working one. These two were flaking out. So this one was a modded one, and I think it was okay. Yeah, I did the soldering job on this. So I think what I'll do, I nixed my thing here. Has it healed yet? No. It's not quite back to normal again. I dinged it a really good one, but it's kind of changing a little bit. Now, I had another problem today. Go ahead, go figure. I don't know what's going on with this. I'm just going to unplug this. I have 6 of these Circuit Playground Bluetooth. So what you're supposed to be able to do, so here's my Bluetooth, right? One Bluetooth running. There's a Circuit Pi drive that showed up, and I go into here. There's an app you can get from Adafruit, BlueFruit. And what it's supposed to do, and I'm going to just change the dimmer again. What it's supposed to do is show up in here. But as you can see, my Bluetooth is just showing up unnamed, named. If I let it sit for a while, it'll really populate, but I'll get a speaker set, SN87. There's, I think, a TV in here, right? But when you look at these things, not on this scanner. If you go over to, I think it's this scanner. Yeah, so this guy here, this D4, is 11.22 meters away from me. This 4B is 1 meter or less away from me. This SN86 is 22 meters from me. And this Venus is 39 meters. This EC1 is 14 meters. So, I mean, I don't know. Right? Don't know what's going on. I can use a different tool. So So if I use, so that was this one. If I use this particular scanner, I can do 2 types of scanning. This one is time consuming. It's doing the classical scan, I think. Yeah, so Abocom. I have no idea what that is. You click on it, it just says it's the EC1 Abocom. Venus, SN87. Now I did ask on the forum. I wonder if I got a response back on the Discord. So I have to run a USB program. I thought the whole point with the BlueFruit Connect is that you have a board. Do I have to actually put something on the board to get BlueFruit Connect started? That doesn't make sense. Well, you know, I can't even spell BlueFruit correctly. Oh, sure, spell checker. BlueFruit. Correction. Plentiful of fruit. Oh, come on. Are you so stupid? The only problem in Discord, it can't add a what do you call it? A thing to my dictionary. If I try to add a word to my dictionary, it goes and screws up. It doesn't do it properly, and I don't know. Have no idea why. I say add to dictionary, and then this little highlight thing comes up, and I'm going, what the crap am I doing with this? And I've heard of other people, bold, italic, line through, quotes, angle brackets, and some sort of eyeball thing. Oh, it thinks I have to format this code, and it's not that. So wow, that is dark. And let's turn the lightness up again. So that's what I've been playing around with. Until I get some more parts in from AliExpress, I can't really do anything on my Apple stuff. I do have 2 working Apples, the 2C Plus and the regular 2C. I might be able to fix another one if one of those boards actually works. I won't know till I put it on the bench, the board, and plug a power supply in and do all this fun stuff. So I'm just going to put these guys in here. And I think this one here, was this the one I was working on? It's hard to tell. Well, I will mess with that tomorrow. So I will leave it at this. That's what I'm probably going to try tomorrow, is the test the motherboard out from the Apple IIc. I have to get the power supply out of the broken Apple IIc and see if I can get it. I think I'm going to right now is mess some more with this BlueFruit. I'm supposed to be running a BLE program. I can't remember this, because that's not what the instructions say. Wow, okay. So, and you saw the little mobile camera. Hopefully it'll work. So I am going to let you go before I get distracted.